Hi, this is Andy Virgo. I'm the Director of Buy-to-Let at LendInvest. And today we're about 2021 and what we've learned from 2020. So we're going to look back at 2020. We're going to review where we are in the whole mix of things. It's important to understand and learn from the past. And I'm going to give you a bit of a heads up as to where we're going to be going in 2021. Now, LendInvest, to recap as a business, was incorporated in 2008, originally called Montello, had a name change a couple of years later. Very small business, totally focused on bridging. 3 people in the company. We're now up to a headcount of 185. As the years rolled past, in 2015, we launched our development proposition, assisting people buying land, building houses, and then potentially selling those on as investment properties. By introducing in 2017 the buy-to-let proposition, we were providing like a one-stop shop approach to our brokers, and as such, we're in a position now where people can come to us to purchase a plot of land, build some property, remortgage the property to retain, or sell that on. Now, as such, it's also important that you understand who our peers are within the industry. So as a specialist lender, we are, from a buy-to-let proposition point of view, working alongside our peers like Fleet, Foundation, Keystone, Zephyr, Precise, Kent Reliance, Paragon to a degree, Kensington. Those are our peers in the industry. So that's the part of the market that we operate in. So when you're thinking about those lenders, think about LendInvest as well. So 2020, what a year. What have we learned? Well, in the middle of March, we all started working from home, and we're still here now. We haven't left our homes. We haven't been back to the office. The office still exists, but it's not being used at all. Everything that we've done throughout the past year in terms of product development has been done off the back of some pretty intense research on the market. Never before has it been more important to understand the economy, the impact of the lockdown and COVID on people's finances, furlough, bounce back loans. It's been quite interesting, quite hard, and very important to make sure that we've got a really close eye on the market and what's happening. One of the greatest things that we learned from 2020 is that all our systems work. As a fintech lender, we had pretty much everything based in the cloud. So everybody was armed with a laptop. They literally just went home and carried on as usual. On that, we were the only non-bank lender to bring out a buy-to-let desktop valuation product, which in lockdown 1 was something that we were going to use should the valuers not be able to come back. Luckily, they did come back to market. Desktop valuations work in certain parts of the market, but it's really nice to have a full suite of products that are supported by valuations provided by RICS qualified valuers. It was really important that we learned a different way to communicate as well. Dealing with brokers face to face is fantastic, but when that's not possible, you kind of worry that the interaction between a business and its customers is going to suffer. Well, potentially we benefited from it. Our BDMs were able to get around more people in the day, speak to more people, have interaction via Zoom calls and video calls as that technology got adopted and accepted much more. And I think moving forward, that's something that will be interesting to see how it plays out. We also learned that it was really important to make sure that we provide plenty of updates around our product and product development. So there are some preview meetings that we have where we preview potential changes. We recently had something that we'll refer to in a minute, a kickoff meeting for our brokers. One of the things that we really learned in the lockdown and lockdown 1, 2, and even 3 now is quite how strong our brand is and how well we are respected in the industry. We've won the Best Buy-to-Let Lender of the Year with the NACFB in the last 2 years now. For a business that's been trading for 3 years in buy-to-let, that's quite an accolade. and something we're pretty proud of, and something that we're obviously working hard to make sure we win for the third year. And the other thing is obviously technology within underwriting, technology within the systems that we use to interact with our brokers, technology that we use in order to communicate with our brokers, using our CRM systems to make sure that we're keeping in touch with people, and technology when it comes to the APIs that we integrate into our underwriting process to save time, to speed things up, and to make it easier for people to perhaps sign documents without, via e-signature. So there's awful lot to learn in 2020. It's given us the opportunity to, as I say here, accelerate things like our tech roadmap. We recognise that there's a requirement to do more. We never want to be in this situation again, but we never thought we'd be in the first place. So let's prepare. Now, where are we at the moment? Well, at the time of recording, we're right in the midst of the stamp duty window that is going to close on the 31st of March. With that in mind, it's important that everybody is on top of their pipelines. Valuers are busy bringing in last-minute valuations. Fingers crossed the solicitors are all being instructed and are able to cope with the huge volume of business that's coming their way. From our point of view, we've brought on 2 new legal firms, and we're in touch with our conveyancers all the time to make sure that they're up to speed and they're going to hit the deadlines of the 31st of March. But not only have we got the current stamp duty window, we've also got the stamp duty window of 5 years ago. The second headline there, buy-to-let investors rush to complete before stamp duty rise. That is actually a headline from 2016. So this was when the extra 3% stamp duty was about to be introduced. And that came in March the 31st, 2016. So we are awash with applications at the moment for remortgages where the early redemption charges are about to come up now and in March as well. Communicating is key, as I said. We had our broker kickoff meeting event last week. It was the first one that we've ever done. It was fantastic. We had a fantastic take up, and as such, it's something we're going to do periodically moving forward. So keep an eye out for notifications of events from us in the future. And in the bottom left there, it's news that's come out in the last few days. The £500 million that we've secured in terms of extra funding from JP Morgan, which certainly is a fantastic opportunity for us to be clever and stretch our legs a little bit, let's say, in 2021 when it comes to products. Now, what's just come out are our first or our early 2021 criteria and product changes. What we've learned from the market is that there's plenty of opportunity and plenty of desire for people in the HMO market to take advantage of the higher yields that are available. If you've got a single dwelling buy-to-let versus a 6 to 15 bedroom HMO, obviously with an HMO, if you lose the tenant or the tenant's furloughed or they can't pay on a single property, that can impact your cash flow quite hard. Where you've got a multi-let property, it's less of an impact. So we've keenly priced our small and large HMO propositions and increased our loan to values across those as well. We've had rate reductions across our standard range and also into our tier 2 range. Tier 2 range where people might have had a few credit misdemeanors, credit blips during this period. So we're keenly priced to assist those people in that situation. We've introduced a new cashback towards legal fees, which can allow somebody to achieve as much as £1,000 back towards their legal costs. And we've made numerous criteria changes around experience, maximum age, back to lending to first-time landlords, and all sorts of things. Certainly encourage you to delve into the jury's website and have a look at all of those changes. So we're awash with money. We've learned a lot. Where are we going? Well, there are going to be some new products that are going to be coming out. We are certainly going to be looking at new areas of lending, whether it be that short-term lets, Airbnb, holiday lets. And to aid that as well, obviously a move across to Bank of England base rate is going to be key. With the LIBOR finishing, the decision is to move to the bank base rate, and you could be watching out for that in early March. And obviously product development is going to be key. Keeping in touch with the market conditions, improving our criteria all the time is a strength within LendInvest. And as such, that's something that in the latest release we've demonstrated, and you're going to see lots and lots more development moving forwards. From a tech point of view, we've just announced a link up with Jumio for identification verification. We used to use on Fido. Jumio provides a much more seamless, more accurate service, and as such, that's going to make the process easier for everybody involved. Now, we have a full team of BDMs out there. It's very important that you get in touch with those BDMs to better understand the propositions that we have, the key selling points that we have, and to link up with a view to submitting buy-to-let applications moving forwards. The information is available on the intermediary's website, as I said, so fingers crossed there's plenty of opportunity for everybody within 2021. So all that leaves me to say is thank you for watching. I look forward to answering some questions in a moment, but hopefully you will buy to let with us in 2021. Thank you.